Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a pick a card in regards to your personal hopes, desires, what you've been wishing for, praying for, manifesting. I hope to provide some clarity, some answers. So you've got 4 beautiful images in front of you. You're going to go with the one that you feel the most gravitated towards. And yes, if you want to pick more than one pile, you can totally do that. So I'm going to give you 10 seconds to choose, or feel free to pause the video, but that countdown to choose will start now. Okay, so if you were attracted to image 1, let's find out how your prayers will be answered. We're going to be picking and choosing cards from 4 decks in total, so bear with me. Don't click off, if the first part of the reading doesn't seem like it's going your way. You have to listen to the message in its entirety. And please also make sure that you are subscribed. YouTube is not going to notify you of a new reading unless you have all notifications tapped. So, if you are liking my style or like the way I read, make sure you go ahead and tap that subscribe button. As well as if you're a pre-existing subscriber, make sure you've got all notifications on. Okay, so let's get into your reading. So for pile 1, talk to us about their prayers and how they will be answered. Let's channel everybody who's watching in group 1 and take a deep dive. Let's take a deep dive today, Spirit, into how their prayers will be answered. Lots coming through with this pile already. Oh, wow. Okay, this is reversed. That's bizarre. I don't usually have reversed cards, so that's a bit strange. That means it was meant to be. And it's actually a good thing, so just bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, one other card was reversed, so that's meant to be. All right. So we've got the 2 of Wands on the bottom. This tells me you're literally like right there. You just have a couple more things to wrap up. I feel like for a lot of you, you could be trying to manifest or pray for money. Okay, money is coming. There's definitely been a lack of. I feel like there are some people who may be watching who are literally going through a tough time. I'm going to say this, maybe even some of you are on the brink of poverty, okay, or are in poverty, and you literally are trying to just ask for, a little bit more, to just be able to get you through, or maybe even manifest, because I see here with the Magician here, you're trying to try something new. So I feel like with this pile, we definitely got some big manifestors here, people who are trying to use their gifts, which you are gifted, okay? You are gifted. Manifestations are available to everybody. But I feel like here, you've just been really wanting this to come through. And I could see here it's been taking a while with the Knight of Pentacles. I think some of you who have been praying for something, it's been more than a year. And I feel like here, whatever this lack of, it's causing a lot of pain. A lot of pain, because that 5 of Pentacles talks to me about that. It's a lack of type of card. And what happens when we don't have, sufficient funds? We can't do the things that we need to do. Or maybe it's as bad as, like I said, maybe some of you are really just even starving, on the brink of poverty, trying to make ends meet. But look what you've got here with the 3 of Cups. You've got celebrations. It's literally just around the corner with that 2 of Wands. There's just maybe one more thing you need to walk through. And then it's there for you. And I love the 5 of Swords here, because some of you also to maybe praying for your enemies to, either let up on you, go away, or, it's like I'm hearing that, that Bible verse. What is it? No enemies shall prosper against me. Something along those lines. I feel like here some of you could feel like maybe this lack of in your life is due to people who are out to get you. Maybe you feel like there's been some bad luck. Some people who have been against you have been putting evil eye, etc., etc. But also I want to say here as well too, if there's anybody who's watching who has been literally trying to become greater at what they're doing, because with the Magician here, this is a very resourceful card. Not only that, it talks about skilled energy, manifesting skills. If you are, let's say, like in a job and you are trying to kind of, I feel like, be better at your job, or even get, like better at what you're doing with whatever it is, or even this could be school as well, or, let's say you're gifted as well. Let's say you are, a psychic, or you are trying to kind of get more deeper connected to. This is also going to be applied to you. I just literally feel like here we've got a few things to tie up, and it's right there for you, because this Two of Wands, he's literally idling right now between these two wands. He's holding the world in his hands, and there's just a couple more, I feel like, life lessons, and then he's going to be able to walk through that gateway. So you will be very successful. These are successful cards, but I just feel like as well too, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Your prayers are going to be answered. And like I said, I think a lot of you are trying to, will in more money. I think there's a lot of you who are also trying to prosper against your enemies. And then there's another set of you that may be trying to, manifest more gifts, create more talents, or sharpen your skills. This can be also too trying to get that better job, trying to have more things under your belt, but you will be successful. And I love this card as well too, because you see how those scales in the background are like balanced. They have to be balanced in order for this to come towards you. And look, he's literally, this guy on the card, putting this into this guy's mouth, which is your prayer, okay? This could be where you're at. And I do feel with pile one, I feel like we are, I don't want to say desperate, but I feel like you've been asking for whatever you've been asking for at least a year or more, or you've been working towards it. And maybe it's been quite hectic. It's been, you want to give up. Don't give up, please, pile one. It's literally around the corner, like the celebration card is here. But I want you to know as well too, on a side note, if you feel like, let's say you're watching and you feel like maybe you've come across some bad luck, or maybe people are out to get you, I would be very careful with that mentality, okay? I don't feel like these enemies or whatever this bad luck you think has come upon you, I don't feel like it's either real or that it's going to succeed. You've got that Five of Swords in reverse, which means no enemy shall prosper against me, okay? Let's get a card now from this deck. We're going to pull one card from this deck for pile one with respect to their prayers being answered. What do they need to know, pile one, about their prayers being answered? And I was just actually told right now by Spirit, if you want to help this come along quicker, within reason, I'm not saying to spend a lot of money, but go out and get something. I don't know if it's like for you, it'd be champagne, or if it would be like something that you would have to celebrate. Maybe I don't know. Maybe if it's a job, it's like a new work outfit, and put it aside and have it there in your, you can see it, okay, with your mind's eye as well as your eye, and say like, this is what I'm going to crack open, or this is what I'm going to have or wear when I get what I want. Because I feel here for some of you, there could be a mentality that is maybe hindering this a bit. And maybe this life lesson is you becoming more positive, okay? Because I'm telling you, it's yours. You have the Three of Cups. You're going to get it. Give me a card, please, for pile one. What do they need to hear about their prayers being answered? I have found the one that my soul loves. Okay. For some of you, I'm getting more of a picture now because, again, we are reading for a lot of people. This could actually be a person. Okay, so if there are those of you who have found somebody who really just, I don't know, it's it. Like for you, it's like they're it, they're the one that I want. I found them. They touched my soul. I want to be around them. I want to be with them. That also may be the Knight of Pentacles coming as well too. So if some of you have been manifesting love, this could be for you. And I'm going to go with even, if there's some of you who have not even met the person, you may actually get your person. If you've been praying for a deep connection or even a husband or a wife or whatever, you will find the one that your soul loves. It's coming to you. It's just, again, you got to be careful with that lack of, okay? Act like it's already yours and it will show up, okay? There needs to be something of the mindset like switched so that this can come in quicker, because I feel like there's something hindering it. And I really do feel like it's attached to you having these negative thoughts like, oh, I just have bad luck. Oh, it's taking so long. It's probably not going to be here. I should probably just give up. Something along those lines. But you could be finding love as well too. So if you've been praying for love, that could be coming as well. Your prayers will be answered with respect to that too. And that's a deep love. That's not just some random love. That's the one that touches your soul. It's your soul loves them. It's deep, okay? It's meant to be. It's past life. It's all of that. Okay, I'm going to pull 2 cards from this deck on what pile 1 needs to know about their prayers being answered. What do they need to know? 2 cards, Spirit. Young male, sports, cars, and youthful. Okay, so we do have a man arriving on the scene. He's in the car. He's arriving. He's coming. He's on his way to you. Again, there could be a group of people who have already met this person. And then there's another set of you that, just there's nothing happening in love, and this person's also coming for you. Now, young male, don't get worried. This doesn't mean that he's, under 20. Young male is young male. And these days, young male is, anybody under 40, I feel like, okay? You've got somebody who's going to be very interested. And it's very cool how he's in the car, because the car, the vehicle, it's like he's coming towards. And we're talking about prayers being answered. So this person's on their way to you. Get excited. And you may know them, you may not know them. Give me more on pile 1's prayers being answered. What do they need to know about their prayers being answered? Wallflower, limited potential, shy, and withholding. So here we go. I feel like a lot of you have been praying maybe to be, a lot more outgoing, a lot more, out there, taking advantage of opportunities. Maybe some of you literally just are struggling with, the way that you are. Maybe you find that being shy, maybe this is the negative attitude as well too, okay? This limited potential, that's what that would be. So if you are sitting there and being like, well, I don't think I could do that. I don't think this is gonna ever happen for me. That's also what that is. That card is not coming out for no reason. Spirit wants you to work on this attitude, okay? This belief system. Because remember, if you don't have the belief system, it's not gonna come through. But I think you will attain this. I really do. And listen, I know it's hard, okay? Especially when you are praying for something, you're wanting something to keep the faith. Because, here on earth, it's a very dense energy. And, sometimes it does take time. It does take time. But I think you're going to get there. But please be careful with this. Every time you get into this energy, and I'm not saying that you can't be human and, maybe, have a couple thoughts here and there. But if you get into this energy, every time you do, it will set you back, okay? I promise you. So be careful with being the wallflower. Be this girl in the background, okay? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, all my cards are... Be this girl in the background, okay? This girl in the background may not be exactly where she is, but she's acting like she is, okay? She's completely in that mentality, and I feel like this girl actually wants to be her, you know? So again, there could be some of you who literally want to change. Maybe you want to, I feel like, be bolder, be more outgoing, get rid of fear, you know, release all the things that, you know, you feel like hold you back. And maybe it's literally the belief system that you're trying to pray for. Like, help me be more positive. That's coming through, okay? Let's get cards from this deck. On pile 1, talk to us about their prayers being answered. What do you need them to know? What do you need them to know about their prayers being answered? Lights on, but no one's home. Okay, so with this card, and you know, you asking about, or you watching this video on your prayers being answered, I feel like here we're going to be stepping more into our power. I feel like here again, this does kind of coincide with the wallflower. I feel like there's a lot of you who just want to be, I feel like, more present in the moment. Some of you be that magical creature that you've always wanted to be. Maybe a lot of you are stagnant, you know, in something, you know, you feel like, you know, your lights are on, but no one's home because you're just maybe not really happy right now. Maybe you are, you know, praying for something that you don't have, but it's just so hard in keeping that presence about you, that belief system, you know, present, because, you know, it's very easy to check out. Okay, it's very easy with this card to check out. But Spirit, I feel like, is trying to get your attention right now while they have your attention, to say that it all starts with you. And I'm not trying to be judgmental. I know it's very hard to manifest, but be careful that you don't check out, okay? Or that you don't also give up on this. I don't want anybody here who's watching this and even finds my reading to be a bit like, I don't know, blunt, to give up, okay? If it resonates, but you find I'm being blunt, I'm just telling you what you need to hear, because I'm telling you it's right around the corner. But I feel like something that's blocking it. So I feel like whatever you pray about, there's a block on it. And I feel like here I need you to be more alert, more aware, more in touch with the divine, more in touch with your spirit guides. Don't check out, please, okay? Let's get more. More for pile 1. What do they need to know about their prayers being answered? I feel like with that card, a lot of you have given up, really. You know, you probably didn't even want to click on the video. You're like, oh, great. What's this about now, you know? Because I feel like a lot of you have just been waiting, really been waiting. Give me more. You don't need them. Okay, so your prayers being answered. What do you need to know with this card? I don't know, again, if some of you have been praying for, you know, maybe even some of you have been praying for, I don't know, something to get better with another person. Spirit wants you to know, if that's not coming through, if things are not getting better with another person, or, you know, nobody's around or helping you, they're trying to show you something. This also is actually a prayer being answered. The fact that nothing may be happening, okay, with another person, or maybe even a group of people, it's because you don't need them. You've got all that you need within you. And I don't know how that's going to look, you know, person to person, but it's either a person or a group of people. If something's not panning out, maybe you've been praying for it, your prayers are still technically answered, because Spirit doesn't want you engaging with them or that person. So let's say you have something that's, you know, you've been praying for to work out with another person, a guy, who knows, okay? And nothing's happening. Your prayers are still technically being answered, because remember, God, whoever you pray to, they know the bigger picture, okay? They see the bigger picture. And they know what is good for you and what is not good for you. And you may not understand that in the moment, but in time you will. So please understand that you don't need them. But this is also another sign coming through in this reading that you don't need anyone to help you. You can handle this all by yourself, and you've got the power to make it happen. So if you also feel like you've been left out, or that nobody is helping you, or that this is all left up to you, no, it's not. Like, you are powerful enough to handle it, okay? Give me more. Give me more for pile 1. What do they need to know about their prayers being answered? Easily bothered. Okay, we're only on pile 1, but I can see the energy with this pile of how bad you want something, whatever you've been praying for. Again, Spirit wants you to just really be working on your energy. Something needs to be worked on with your energy. There's a block with this pile. And I see that here. And that life lesson I'm starting to see more clearly as the reader, is literally how you're handling it. You know, how you're handling that meantime until you get what you want. I feel like here we're very triggered. We're easily bothered. We are extremely uptight about this wish or whatever we want to manifest. It's something I feel like that is highly emotional. It triggers you emotionally. And I do want you to know, I do consider myself a master manifester. I have gotten things within days and weeks. I don't usually wait months anymore. But if you put your emotions into it, I promise you it will never happen. So be very careful with that, please. Something needs to be, I think there's a lot of intensity. Spirit can see how intense you are about this. And I feel like if we can come from a different aspect, you know, with whatever you want, with regards to whatever you want, it will flow into your life easier. Oh, wow. You're going to have to let me know how this, you know, sounded for you. Did it make sense? Give me more. Give me more. We're going to do one more card because I'm getting pretty much the same message over and over again. So I think one more should do it. One more card for pile 1. Talk to them about like what they need to know about what their prayers are being answered. Like, what about their prayers are being answered? What do you want them to know about, you know, this? Empty promises. Oh, goodness. Okay. I feel like here, there's definitely, I feel like something else that needs to be looked at. Okay. 2 things I'm getting with this empty promises. If you are praying for something, there needs to be something that's looked at. Let's say, I'm just going to use a random example. Let's say you're praying for somebody, okay? But all they are a bunch of empty promises. That's just a sign from the universe right now that that's your cue, that that's not something that you really want, okay? Also, this can be, again, you know, put to words how you are energetically feeling about what you want. As now that I'm done the reading, I'm thinking that with pile 1 here, there's something off with the way that you are praying for this, okay? I think a lot of you deep down don't really believe that it will come through, okay? And maybe because it's not happening fast enough, we're getting very tied up into that empty promises. Like, it's not coming through. You know, there's a lot of giving up and then maybe getting back on track. And I understand you're human. But that's going to take work at, okay? I feel like here, there's 2 big factors with this pile. A, whatever you want may not be actually what's good for you, okay? And you're still getting your prayers answered because remember, Spirit's always going to protect you, okay? They're always going to protect you. They're not going to give you something unless you need to learn something. But for me, I feel like you don't need to learn something. That's why maybe it's not coming through. Secondly, there needs to be something, I feel like, done about your belief system. And you will master that. It takes time, but I promise you, if you keep at it, you will master it. But I just feel like there could be something about the belief system and not really believing that this is going to happen for you, or that maybe it's taking too long. There's a lot about maybe the outcome, how long this is taking, or maybe you just straight up don't believe in this anymore. Again, I think a lot of you may have clicked on the video, really just not really wanting to, but like just seeing what I was gonna say. Because maybe you know exactly what you're praying for, and maybe there's a part of you that have somewhat given up, okay? Somewhat given up because it's been taking too long. There is something here about length of time with that Knight of Pentacles. That Knight of Pentacles for me is the slowest moving energy card in the whole tarot deck. So I see here how long it's been taking. Be careful with that, okay? If I could give a tip to this crowd, I would say get into ask-firmations. If you're doing manifestations, they do take longer. And Mark Houghton, M-A-R-K, H-A-U-G-H-T-O-N, is really good at talking about this. The moment I started doing ask-firmations is when they came through quicker. Manifestations, the I am, they take months and years. So if you know that's useful for you, go check him out. But I want you to know that regardless of what I've said in this reading, you will get what you want. You will. It's just there needs to be something I feel like learned before it comes through. And then it'll be right there. But you are on the way to conquering this. So good job, Pile 1. Let me know what you thought about this reading. I wish you all the best. Take care. Hi, Pile 2. Before we get started, a couple things to note. Please make sure that you are subscribed if you do like my content or the way I read and you want to see more. Please make sure you are subscribed and you're hitting all notifications. YouTube will not notify you if you don't have that bell tapped to all notifications, so please do so. And that also goes for pre-existing subscribers. So welcome to my channel, everyone. I am going to be reading from 4 decks today, so please make sure that you are patient with me and you are listening to the reading in its entirety. Let's get started. Let's get started talking about your prayers being answered, what you need to know about your prayers being answered. So we're going to channel everybody who is watching in group 2. What does Spirit want you to know about your prayers being answered? The Sun is always a wonderful card. Give me more on the Page of Swords. Give me more on the Ace of Wands. Okay, so we have a man on the bottom. And just again, be very patient with me because I'm speaking to a large group. So, you know, there may be a lot of people praying for different things here, okay? For some of you, there is a man on the bottom of the deck, okay? I feel like here, this person is someone that you maybe really want to have something with, or maybe this is a collective. You know, this man stands for a collective, and maybe some of you are manifesting or wanting your prayers to be answered regarding love. You want it to come in. But it could definitely be somebody you know as well too. There's a prayer about him. And I feel like here, it's interesting with the Justice and the Ace of Wands because this screams yes to me. It's actually already yours. I feel like you're going to get this. You're going to get exactly what you want. But I am going to tell you one thing as a responsible reader. There may be a lesson here. Okay? Be careful what you wish for. If there is somebody you want, you know, to have something with, I don't know what your prayer is exactly, but it's regarding this guy. Your prayers will be answered, but there could be, with the Justice card, a potential lesson, okay? I also feel like here, someone has been praying for something to end. They want something gone out of their life. I don't know if it's bad luck. I don't know if it's family to leave them alone. I don't know if it's also, you know, bad debt or the lack of no money, but that also is going to come to you. And I'm, you know, we're on pile 2 here. I didn't get to really say that to pile 1. I feel like with this pile, you're going to get exactly what you want. Yeah, and you would think that the reading would end here, but no, it's not going to end here, so just be patient. We have to read from 3 other decks that will give you more information, more detail on what you are praying about. But I do want to say, be careful what you wish for, because I feel like here some of the things that you want may actually be given to you, but there could be a lesson in it. So I just want to explain that a bit. So sometimes when we pray for something, when we manifest something and we don't get it, it's actually God or whoever, you pray to protecting you. Sometimes you'll get it because it is supposed to be yours, but then there'll be other times that you're gonna get it, but that's because you have something to learn. I feel like here, for some of you, some of these things you're praying for, there could be lessons, but lessons are good. Lessons are good. So don't look at this like this is a bad thing. This is exactly what you need. And I feel like here, what I like about this pile is that when you get what you want, you'll be able to easily decipher whether you want it or not, and you can send it away. So isn't that wonderful? So with this pile, you're getting a bit of like that cake and eat it too type of thing. Because I think maybe for some of you, once you get what you want, you may not really want it anymore. It may not look as good to you. And then you'll be able to decipher and, send it away. Okay. But for others of you with that ending, someone wants an ending here, something that ends. And I can't get a hold, obviously we'll get more from the cards on what that exactly is, but that ending is coming to an end. And I feel like here, for some of you, God is going to make a way, or whoever you pray to is going to make a way, the universe, for that to happen for you. Because I feel like whatever this is has been weighing you down, very much so, to the point of, I feel like, exhaustion, tiredness. There's also like this evil energy around it as well too. I feel like, I think I'm using the wrong word, but I don't really want to say evil, but I don't like the 5 of Swords. There's a competitive energy with it. It doesn't feel nice. It feels like maybe I have to always be on my toes. I have to always be on my guard. And again, that could be with respect to anything. So let's just kind of get into the other deck so I can get more of an idea on what, the things you're praying for. Okay. So we're going to draw one from this deck, one card from this deck. What do you want pile 2 to know about their prayers being answered? What do you want pile 2 to know about their prayers being answered? The more loving care you give yourself, the more love you have to give others. Okay. Give me one moment because I'm just trying to formulate my words here with this. This ending, I feel like will open the way, the floodgates for you to have this, because I feel like whatever's been, around you, your environment, it has not been allowing you to love yourself, okay? I think with this one, it's deserving. You deserve for it to be answered because it's affecting how you love yourself. It's not the nicest energy. That's what I felt, okay? And I feel like it's time now to give back to yourself. I think you've done or exhausted whatever you could do, with whatever you've been engaging in. And now it's time for the prayers to be answered, for this to end, okay? The other thing I feel like as well too, for another set of people, I feel like here we need to give more loving care to ourselves. We need to be putting ourselves up on a pedestal. I feel like a lot of you have been maybe, suffering with that a bit. There's been a neglect, towards yourself. And that could be also affecting your prayers, your manifestations, is because I feel like there's this neglect. And I do want you to know that when you can build yourself up and you can feel your best self ever, it is different. It's definitely different. This is why I always tell people, if you're engaged in, bad energy or bad environments, you're going to have a tougher time manifesting. Okay. Because it's just if you're down in the dumps, right? Most of the time, or, from time to time, how do you stay focused on those manifestations? You do need to feel like you are, in good energy to will those things in. I just don't believe that when you're in toxic situations or, again, bad environments, that those things can come through easily. So with this, it's very important for those who are watching to know that I feel like your prayers are being answered, because also too, you've also been neglected. Your happiness has been robbed from you. Your prayers need to be answered because they're somehow connected to that. Giving more love to yourself. So by getting these prayers answered, you will be able to focus on yourself more. Interesting. Okay, let's grab 2 cards from this deck. Let's grab 2 cards. Did I do 2 cards? Yeah, I did 2 cards before, so let's grab 2. What does pile 2 need to know about their prayers being answered? Passion, chemistry, and passionate feeling. So some of you have maybe been wanting, okay, there's 2 sets of people again, okay? Group A, I feel like have been wanting to be feeling more passionate within their lives, having passionate feelings. I feel like some of you have been wanting a change, wanting something new. Maybe there's like this stuck in a rut type of energy, and it's like, I want to feel alive. I don't want to feel like this anymore. So there's like that ending to that, and then starting something new. And that passion, it doesn't have to just be with another person. You can feel passionate about life. Maybe some of you literally, want to be more creative, but you have like a block, it could be also that as well too. But then there's group B, and I feel like there's something with someone. Yeah, there's some sort of prayer that, wants to be answered with respect to another person. And maybe that person gave you that passion. They gave you that feeling. And, it felt good. It felt good, and maybe things haven't been, going well, but you want that back. And, that's what maybe you're praying for. That I feel like has to do with that person there. Okay. That person, I feel like, there will be a prayer answered with, respect to them. But again, like I can't be irresponsible with the Justice card. There may be something more that the 2 of you have to do together, learn or balance out. Okay, so that passionate feeling, if you've been praying for that, it is going to be answered. Let's get another card for group 2, what they need to know about their prayers being answered. Soulmates. Oh, wow. Okay, so some of you really are praying for a soulmate, maybe a new one. Maybe some of you haven't even met your person. I am speaking to a bigger group here, on YouTube. So I think there's definitely, 2 sets of people here who are looking for a soulmate, someone that can have a great connection with or a great relationship. Your prayers are going to be answered with that. So great job. Like, this is wonderful. And then there's those of you who have already met your soulmate and you want that great connection. You want that relationship that also will be bestowed upon you. So this is really nice. This is really nice. I have more cards to draw, but I just feel like here with this pile, there's no need to worry. You're going to get exactly what you want. I feel like you need to get what you want. There's many factors I've, discussed through this reading as to why I think you need to have it happen for you. And I feel like Spirit feels the same. So let's just get some more cards. Let's keep going with this. Talk to pile 2 about their prayers being answered. Please talk to pile 2, group 2, about their prayers being answered. Karma is a bitch. Okay, so listen, I think some of you have been hoping for karma on somebody. Okay, I don't think you'd be hoping for karma on yourself. So this could be for some of you. And this is why I said wait around, because maybe there will be, more details for more people who are watching. But that karma is coming for, whoever you want it to come for. Listen, karma is not exactly a bitch, but it's definitely balanced. And what goes around does come around. I do believe in that strongly, especially with the energy right now on Earth. We are going through a shift. And, darkness is coming to light. And, that will be with everybody, who's here. Okay. Not just your celebrities. Could be just like, random folk as well too. But I feel like here, your prayers will be answered with respect to this karma. And, only you will know what that is. But I'm assuming you may be wanting it for somebody else. It's going to be happening to them. And it's going to really sting. I don't know if you'll get front and center to that. We don't always do. But she's holding a dagger in her hand, a very sharp knife. So you better believe whoever's getting that karma is going to feel it. Okay? Really feel it. Give me more. Give me more, please, Spirit, on to what group 2, pile 2, needs to know about their prayers finally being answered. Completely changed. Oh, this is beautiful. So for some of you, maybe who have been wanting to do better. Maybe some of you have really been wanting to do better. But I'm going to talk to a couple people, a couple groups here. Group A. I think there's a big change coming for you, and it's beautiful. It may be, I feel like it's very inward, but like it could be outward as well too. It could be physically. If you've been wanting a change, even in life as well, this is for you. But if you've also been wanting someone else to change, if you've been praying for that, that also is coming. That completely changed is going towards whatever you want that includes change. And again, because I'm talking to a lot of people, I don't know which, group you'll be in, but change is coming. It's something you're praying for. And I just want to say, if this is you, if you've been wanting a change within yourself, good for you. People don't always pray for that. So if you're praying for that, you're ahead of the curve, and I congratulate you, because a lot of people don't care to change themselves. Okay. They think they're perfect. Nobody's perfect, and there's always, a chance to evolve, or, a time to evolve. It's good for us. So this is great. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more on what pile 2 needs to know about their prayers finally being answered. And it's funny too, because I feel like with this card, if this is about somebody else changing, it's going to be extremely shocking for you. It's going to look like there was no in between. It was just like an overnight thing. You'll be pleasantly surprised with that. Give me more. Doormat energy. Okay, if some of you have been feeling like you've been in some tough situations where you've had to be a doormat, those days are coming to an end. You will not have to partake in that anymore. Okay. And listen, we can get put into doormat energy when we're not even a doormat. We don't even have those characteristics. I was like that in a job I had. And you know how it is when you have a job, you just have to be like this lapdog, right? So I feel like this doormat energy is coming to an end. Maybe you also haven't been too pleased with the way that you have been acting. Maybe it's not you, it's not like you, and you just really are not happy about that, and you're asking for change. Okay. That's also coming to an end. Now, if some of you identify with kind of being a doormat and you've been wanting to change, maybe that's the 180 you want, that complete change on yourself, you will also succeed. Very much so. So get excited for that. No one's going to be walking in your house with their dirty shoes. Okay. Those days are coming to an end. So good for you, pile 2. Okay, one last card for pile 2 on what they need to be aware of, regarding their prayers finally being answered. You know how I said there was a lesson to be learned here, maybe with this person? That may also be the completely changed or the karma coming for this person. So if you want to see that happen, or you're praying for that, that also could be with respect to this person. Give me more. One last card for pile 2 on what they need to know about their prayers finally being answered. Backstabber. Wow. Okay. So we got another girl on the card holding a knife. Some of you have been really wronged. Some of you have been really wronged. And And I'm not going to put this on a person or a place or a group of people. It's just, you should know what I'm talking about if that applies to you. I feel like here we've got some big karma coming for somebody who has wronged you. And, even if you've been praying for, and wishing them well, but they've hurt you, that still would go for you. I'm not saying that anybody here is technically wishing harm upon others. You could be just, sending those people, good vibes, good energy, wishing them well, but staying away. But that also will come to bite them. Okay. Someone has wronged you in this pile, and I think they're going to get, I feel like, what they deserve. And come back to this video and let me know if you got front and center, because again, we don't always get to see it, but I feel like the fact that we have more cards now, like a lot more cards now talking about this, I think you're going to get to watch this. So this is exciting. Pile 2, this is amazing, really amazing. Everything you want is coming for you. And I do feel like fast. I don't feel like there's time. Some of you may actually already be seeing this, okay? But I don't feel like you have to wait. This was not like the pile, like the energy in pile 1, really. This feels like it's coming very soon or already happening at the moment of getting this reading. All right, so this was your reading, pile 2. Let me know what you thought, and thank you so much for watching. Hi, pile 3. Okay, before we get into your reading, a couple of things to note. Please make sure that you are subscribed. If you like my style of reading, if you like my content, make sure you are tapping all notifications, because YouTube will not let you know that I have just uploaded. So unless you have that all notifications on, you won't get the notification. So just make sure that you do have it on and you are subscribed, as well as that goes for pre-existing subscribers. Make sure you check, okay? All right, so let's get into your reading. Let's look at what you need to know about your prayers finally being answered. We are gonna be pulling cards from 4 decks. So please be very patient with me. Listen to the whole reading in its entirety before you click off. As we get into more cards, we get more details, okay? So let's just get into the reading. So let's channel everybody who's watching in group 3. Everyone who's watching in group 3, what do they need to be aware of regarding their prayers finally being answered? What do they need to know, Spirit, about their prayers finally being answered? Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. I get so excited. Let's just go slow. Oh, wow. Whoa. Okay. Wow. I have to say something to start this reading. Whoever picked this pile, you are extremely connected with that strength card. Like, your prayers are going right to whoever you want them to. Like, there's a clear channel here. We may even have somebody who is more connected to themselves, through being connected to yourselves, really showing up in your life as a present person. You better believe you can transmute energy quicker as well too. So if you are asking or you're praying or you're manifesting and you get the strength card, it's like a very clear, the channel. Okay. I just want to really emphasize that, because with that strength card, you see how she has that infinity symbol above her head? She's connected to the divine. So you better believe here with pile 3, I would get asking and praying and manifesting as much as you can, because, I don't know if it's that you're hot right now or this is just who you are, but things are coming, like good things. And look with the Page of Cups. These are literally all your little prayers. I don't mean to call them little, but you may have many, okay? And I feel like with that Wheel of Fortune sitting right under the Strength card, this is good times coming for you. Really good times. The Wheel card, it's a very good energy. It's an unexpected. It's something that kind of hits you out of nowhere. And yes, I'm not going to sit here and just, pretend like you haven't had your struggles, because I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, maybe these prayers have been coming in, but they're a little wonky. Maybe sometimes it's dry, then you get something, but you would like it to go a little quicker. It may continue like that just for a little bit more, but it's giving you what you can handle. I feel like with this pile, you've definitely asked for a lot of things, okay? Either that, or it's just that there's a majority of you who have asked for a lot of things. And I'm already seeing some things that you've prayed for, and I love it. I really love it because, you know, with the Nine of Pentacles, this is about becoming the best version of yourself. This is manifesting money. This is abundance. This is sovereignty. This is independence. You know, this is all about you. Like, I could see whatever you're praying for it's good stuff. It's really good stuff. You know, people do pray for, you know, bad things. Don't get it twisted, okay? They do. But I feel like here, you just want to be more, you know, solid, you know, independent, you know. You don't want to ask anybody for anything. You just want to do things and be able to do the things that you want, you know, on your own without asking for anything, asking for a handout. You just want to be like that independent, sovereign, beautiful person. And it's coming. It's really coming. Now, I do see here with the Three of Pentacles, some of you could be, you know, this is my workplace card, okay? Some of you could be asking or wanting a promotion. Some of you also could be, you know, wanting a job, you know, or working maybe with a particular set of people, or maybe having this idea that you have set into motion. I do feel like with this group, we have a lot of people who are extremely, you know, successful in the mind and just want to put that into like the physical now. Okay. I do feel here you want to do things. You've got like ideas. You've got like these ventures. And I think here, you just are looking for a little bit of help, you know, a little bit of help. You definitely can do this all on your own, but I could see here you're praying for it. And I feel like you're working in simpatico with the universe, and it's beautiful. And that Six of Pentacles, it talks about you getting what you want. Absolutely. That's a very successful card. If you look at actually, oh, look at the hard work here. Wow. Some of you have been really keeping yourself together for this. I love this card. This talks about two things for me. Either you're praying about something that you've actually had a hand in, you've put the work in, you've tried your best to meet the universe halfway, or with the Seven of Pentacles, this talks about keeping that faith, you know, planting that seed. And, you know, it's taking time, but you're good with it. You're good, you know, like you're just gonna keep the faith. But you see how that guy is putting those breadcrumbs into the guy's mouth? That's you literally getting your desires and your wishes. And that balancing scale is very important for me on this card. It talks about perfect timing. So I want you to know that your prayers are going to be answered. They are, but in divine timing. And what you can rely on, if you can get anything from this reading, is that it will come in the time that is the most perfect. There will be nothing off about the time. And if you can get also into that vision, that energy, that's what it is, I trust you, you're going to do a lot better with these, you know, affirmations, these manifestations, whatever you've been praying for, but it's yours. It's yours. And I do want to say another thing with group three. I don't think there's any other way for it not to come through, because I feel like you're working together with the universe with this, or working with God. And again, I don't know if you're physically doing something or keeping your spirits up, but there's no other way for this to be. It's yours. You deserve it. And I want you to know, you know, that's a big deal if you deserve it, because in pile 2, I did say, like, you know, you may get what you want, but there could be a lesson in it. I don't feel like there's lessons here. I feel like whatever you're working towards, you're so in connection with it. You're so entranced in it. It's so for you. It may even be like with the Wheel of Fortune, something, you know, karmically supposed to be yours, or it's a part of your divine plan, that it has no other chance but to succeed. And I am going to say for some of you, because I have to talk to everybody here, if you have been wanting to have a baby or get pregnant, that baby is coming as well too. Don't you worry, okay? If you've been wanting to have little ones, or maybe you've been wanting your little ones to excel, okay, somehow, they are also showing up here. So if you've been praying for other people with this group, they also will be blessed, and they have you to thank for it. It's always so beautiful when people pray for other people, and I'm just getting this idea of who you are as a person, and I just want to say you're beautiful. You're beautiful, okay? Let's get a card now. Let's get more specific here. Let's get some more details for group 3. We're going to pull a card from this deck. We're going to pull one. What does pile three need to know about their prayers finally being answered? Life is a great big canvas. Excuse me. Life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint on it you can, honey. Yeah, you are totally co-creating your life. You know, I'm actually going to say another thing. Spirit just told me you may actually think you're praying, but you're doing this all actually mostly a majority on your own. I mean, we can't do anything without, you know, God or a higher power or, you know, whoever you pray to. But majority, this is all you, honey. You're throwing, you're co-creating. That's my co-creating card. You know, you're a big dreamer. You're a big doer. You're a high achiever. You want wonderful things. Don't think everybody has those mindsets, but having that mindset will get you far. So, wow. Kudos to you, pile three. Kudos. Now let's draw two cards from this deck. Let's get some more information on these prayers finally being answered. What do you want pile three to know about their prayers finally being answered? Oh, wow. Money. Money, 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 money. Money. Wealth, luck, and finances. Wow. Make it rain, honey. Take a visual on all those coins, just looking like they're coming from the sky. Pause the video if you have to and just meditate on that because that's coming towards you. I'm telling you, with that Knight of Pentacles, you're going to be successful in your endeavors. I would get really excited. Well, why not, right? Why not? Luck will be on your side. Wealth will be on your side. Finances are coming to you. You're going to be in a wonderful, beautiful state. And it's going to be so nice because I think with this group, you like to be independent. You like it. It's important to you. So good for you. Let's get one more card for group three on what they need to know about their finances, their prayers finally being answered. What do they need to know? Oh, we got a fair male. Oh, okay. So listen, I don't know. I haven't seen love so far, okay? But this could actually be the child, okay, that you're praying for. I'm going to go for everybody here, so just be patient. This could be for that younger little one that you have. Maybe you're praying for him. He's coming through, okay? To say that, you know, listen, like you're going to get what you want, okay? He will have better days. But if it's not that, there could be a fair male coming into your life. Yeah. I don't know if he's an ex. I don't know if he's a new person, but he's got some beautiful eyes, okay? And he looks on the card to me like a very deep, deep guy, a person who is just really also connected to themselves. I am hearing he's a perfect match for you. Now, I don't know if we've got like a group of people here who know this person already or this is coming into your life, but I wouldn't be surprised if you don't have anybody right now. And this energy would pull in love because this energy will pull in anything that you want. It'll pull in love. It will pull in finances. It will pull in friendships. It will pull in everything. But we've got love coming in and he's a perfect match for you. He's got a lot of the same characteristics. You guys are alike in very, very, very many ways. Very many ways. And that connection, that deep, that depth, that's also coming to the forefront of my mind's eye right now. That's very important. So this is a deeper connection. Wow, pile three is doing it. Okay, so let's pull 4 cards now from this deck to give us more information on how your prayers will finally be answered. Talk to us about how pile three's prayers will finally be answered. Rolling in their grave. Ooh, what is that? Give me a moment. Okay, that's going to be a very specific message for maybe just a few of you. I actually did just hear the message. This is coming from somebody I feel like who's going to be very proud of you from the other side. But I feel like there's somebody who has passed, and I don't know when. I'm not going to sit here and say recently. There's someone rooting for you from the other side. And I feel like here they're also actively trying to make this happen for you. For some of you, I heard like you were like a daughter to me. I don't know if this is a grandmother or maybe even a mother. This is coming from a female. I am seeing a female, but I can't put into whether it's a mother or an aunt or a grandmother. But I want you to know that maybe this is also coming through because you pray to this person. That's also just coming through as a sign that like, I hear you, I'm with you. I'm trying to protect you as best as I can. I'm trying to like help will this in. And I want you to know that, just on a side note, when people do cross over, they can actually help us a lot more from the other side than they ever could have here. That goes into a lot more, discussion. I don't have time to talk about that here, but there's somebody from the other side who is actively trying to help you. Like really is watching out. Wow. Let me know if that makes sense to you in the comment section. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more on pile 3 and what they need to know about their prayers finally being answered. Wasting your time. Okay, give me a moment. Let me just see that. Look at that. Okay. I don't know if some of you do struggle with those thoughts that you are wasting time or time is going by. Everything is perfect, I heard. Everything is perfect. The clock is not running out. Your last bus did not just arrive or leave. Everything is as it should be. And if you understand that, or you are literally not focused on the outcome of your prayers, or you have that belief system, then that's just going to be an affirmation or a confirmation that you maybe have like literally mastered this, because I feel like the glass being shattered on the clock could also talk about mastering this. It's also dented too. So I feel like here as well, this could be even symbolism that you've conquered this. You're not worried about it, but I feel like we got two groups again. Some who I feel like wonder if, not if it will ever come, but, is time going by? Or maybe you are so very focused on time. You want to make the most of everything. And I understand that because I have that myself. Like I literally want to make every part of my dream come true while I'm here, because, when it gets when you get a lot older, it gets a little bit difficult, but I'm not saying it can't be successful, but I just want you to know with the wasting your time, you're not. Everything is happening in time and on God's time, divine timing, universal timing. And you've got so much time actually ahead of you. So don't you worry. And you're going to manifest everything, all your dreams, desires. So don't you worry. Okay. More for pile 3. What do they need to know about their prayers finally being answered? Resourceful. This pile, wow. You're going to be so resourceful. You're going to be so abundant. Prosperity is just going to be there. It's going to be very comfortable, very secure. It's going to be a very nice feeling. But I also want you to know that you also alone on your own are very resourceful. So I do feel like, that's why I think things are coming in a little quicker for you as well, because you are making yourself as well very resourceful. This is not just laying back with this pile. Absolutely not. This pile is not just laying back and waiting for a handout or something to come to them. They're making their life happen. But I want you to know that you're going to be very fruitful. That resourceful card, really does talk about, material things for me. Having multiple resources. This could be even, also, again, gaining some sort of resources, whether that be through skill sets, learning. That 9 of Pentacles, actually, she's the card of resourceful. So it's beautiful that that card came through as well. Your prayers that are being finally answered are going to bring so much resources, you won't even know what to choose from. There'll just be that many, okay? I really don't have anything more to say. I'm just going to draw one more card. This looks like the pile to pick. Yeah, this looks like the pile to pick so far. Let's get more on what pile 3 needs to know about their prayers finally being answered. Copy and paste, mimicking. Okay. What does pile 3 need to know about their prayers finally being answered? This looks to me like when you are faking it till you make it, but it's that faithing it till you make it. I feel like here we are walking the walk, talking the talk. This pile is interesting. I don't have much in the way of like advice or anything like that. I just feel like I want to say, you know, carry on, because everything that you're doing is working for you and it will work for you. You will get what you want, but I like this card. I like this card of the copy and paste. I feel like this is the keep calm and carry on. The mimicking can also be like, again, that phrase I heard, faithing it till you make it. I really don't have much to say to pile 3. I just feel like, you know, get ready. Good times are coming. You're going to be your best version of yourself, even more than you think that you are now. And this will be a trickle effect. This will keep going. And you've got not just like, you know, whoever you're praying to on your side, but you even got spirit guides, your ancestors on the other side, people who are really looking out for you and making this, you know, a real thing for you. So you've got so much people on your side. Again, carry on, pile 3. Wow. Okay, let me know what you thought about this reading, and I wish you all the best. Take care. Hi, pile 4. Okay, before we get into your reading, a couple things to note. Please make sure that if you are liking my content, if you like the way I read, that you are tapping the subscribe button. Not only that, please also make sure that you are tapping all notifications. That way you don't miss out on a reading from me, because YouTube will not notify you unless you have all notifications on. And that goes for also pre-existing subscribers. Okay, so let's get into your reading. So I am going to be pulling cards from 4 different decks. So please be very patient. By pulling more cards from more decks, we will get a more in-depth look into what exactly you're praying about and what you need to know about your prayers being answered, okay? So let us channel everybody who is watching in group 4. We're going to channel every single person who's watching in group 4. What do they need to know about their prayers being finally answered? What do you want them to know, Spirit? Okay, we got 2. Interesting. Oh, wow. Wow, with that Judgment card. Oh, we got the Devil. Okay, let's get a card or a crystal to just cover up. Okay. This may be a very difficult pile to speak to. I feel like we're going to have to really be open with pile 4. There may be some things that it may be a little bit difficult to hear, but I'm going to do that because that's the rules and responsibilities of a good tarot reader. So, I think what you need to be aware of with respect to your prayers finally being answered is that Spirit wants you to know that they're hearing it very loud and clear. I feel like with this group, you may be praying more than anybody else that I've, read for in any other group. They hear you. They hear you. They hear you. With that Judgment card, I feel like you also are hearing something. You're getting an intuition. There's almost like, You know, the Judgment card can be a card of awakening, but it can also be a card of like hearing the call. And I feel like for some of you, you know that what you're praying for may not be the best thing to pray for, okay? It could be, you could have something attached to it with the devil, which it could be something that may not be good for you. Maybe it's a person, I don't know, okay? I feel like there's also this energy of, with the Queen of Swords, going out of your way to make this thing happen, your prayers. I need you to understand that you will be successful in getting your prayers answered, but it may be something different from what you want. And I am going to talk to one group of people right now. If you've been praying for a particular person, because I see somebody here on the bottom of the deck, they may not be what's good for you. Spirit knows it, okay? Maybe you're not there yet where you kind of understand that. And nothing will go right, okay, until you do. I just feel like you could be getting something different. And, you know, by looking at the other decks, that will provide more of an insight. So just, you know, stay with me. Something else positive will be coming for you. We do have the Sun card here. So like you are going to get some sort of prayer answered, but it may be better than what you think you want. Okay. I don't like the Devil here. The Devil is not really a positive card. I mean, I think it can be, but it's just, it's majority not. And I feel like with whatever you're praying for, may either not be good for you. Okay, it may not be the best thing for you, or it could have some sort of codependency in it. So let me give you an example of what I mean. Let's say you like somebody, but they treat you badly, but you are in love with them and you want them and you're praying for it to work out. Yet that person is not good for you and they need to go, they need to be banished from your life. But yet you're praying for it. Maybe you're getting it, maybe you are, maybe you will, I'm not sure, but it will be a mistake with that Four of Swords, okay? So whatever this thing that you're praying for could technically be a mistake, but you will see that soon enough, okay? Now, you do have the Sun card here, so let's just, you know, don't worry. This is not going to be fully negative. I feel like here with the sun will come out. There will be a positive outcome to this. But it may not be in the way that you think it's going to be. It could be very surprising. It could be very different. And that King of Swords could actually be another person who's coming in, who's there for you. That is not the person that maybe you're praying for. I haven't seen anything here. Like what I'm seeing so far is it could be a person that you're praying about, but it could also be maybe things you're involved in. Maybe whatever you are praying about has this energy around it. So you will have to participate in the reading and see how that fits for you. But that's kind of something I'm seeing here. I just feel like whatever you're praying for may not be the best thing for you. You know, maybe you know deep down, but maybe with the Queen of Swords, you're choosing to kind of overlook it, you know, because the Queen of Swords... Oh, there's another thing that can be looked at here as well, actually, too. I should have probably said that as well, but, you know, it comes to you as the reader. Maybe there is something that you also are praying for that is really bad for you and you want it to get shut down, okay? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's maybe even some of you have fear. I don't know if you have codependency issues. I don't know also if you are dealing with somebody who is crazy. You'll have to, again, mold it to your situation. But I feel like with this card, with the Four of Swords, you want it to go away. You want it to be done. You want it to you need some relaxation from this. You don't want this to be a common theme in your life anymore. Because I feel like whatever this is, it's not the nicest to deal with. And again, I don't know if it's an environment, a person, it's you. Maybe you have fear, maybe you have addictions. You want it to stop, you want it to go away. Whatever it is, you want it to end, because I feel like, again, it's very hard to deal with. And I think with the Queen of Swords, you could also be praying for a boundary, to create a boundary, you know, maybe to get into your power as well too, and create a boundary. Maybe you're praying for help to get away from this situation. So there's definitely two sets of people with this group. Those of you who are praying for something that may not necessarily be good for you. And then those of you who are praying to abolish something that is, you know, is not good for you and it needs to go and it carries the weight of the devil and you just want to be free. And I feel like with the Queen of Swords, it could be something internal, but it could also be dealing with a person. Maybe you are trying to come into your power with the Queen of Swords, because she definitely, Queen of Swords, creates those boundaries. She sticks up for herself. She creates that distance. And she lets you know, like, she's not having it. So it could be like, again, two sets of people. Let me pull from more decks. That way I can get more of an idea of what's going on here. Give me more, Spirit, on what pile 4 needs to know about their prayers finally being answered. Oh, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, give me a moment. I like my cards straight. Give me more for pile 4. What does pile 4 need to know about their prayers finally being answered? Why is this? I feel like this pile, there's a lot of energy. That's the second time now I've dropped a bunch of cards, and I don't usually do that more than once, if ever. I feel like with this pile, I feel like whatever you're praying for, there's an intensity around it. A very strong intensity. It's actually making me quite nervous. So I wonder here if we've got some people who feel like they're literally in danger, or whatever they're praying for may be extremely serious. Give me more, please. Adventure awaits, go find it. Some of you, I feel like, want to go. It's like there's this need of like just leaving a bad situation behind or becoming more free with yourself. That adventure awaits card for me, the go find it. It feels to me like I want to break free. I feel like a lot of people who have picked this pile have not been doing too well in life, and I really apologize for that. I know, you know, things can go real south real quick, or, you know, there can be times in life where you're just at your lowest, and I feel like some of you may feel like you're at your lowest and you're literally begging for these prayers to be, you know, answered. I do think you will get your prayers answered, absolutely. Because regardless if you fall into the group 1, where maybe what you're praying for is not exactly good for you, you will learn, okay? You will learn, you will see. But if this is also to pray for something to be released, or for you to kind of leave a bad situation or something toxic behind, and just be free, you will also get that. Maybe you're also running from this Queen of Swords. Maybe some of you are. I have to put this out for everybody. Maybe that Queen of Swords is literally the evil one. Okay, interesting. Give me more. Your prayers will be answered. Absolutely. You will get the adventure that you want. You will get that release, that freedom. You will get it. Give me more, please, for pile 4. What do they need to know about their prayers finally being answered? Dating. Whining, dining, and romance. Okay, so for some of you, if it's been a bit dry, okay, in the romance department, or you haven't been asked out on a date, or you would love to go on a date, you will be experiencing something, and it could be with this person, a new person coming in, or maybe the old person that you want. If this is an ex or somebody you already know, you will get a chance to get more closer to them. This is fun for me. It's not very serious. It doesn't feel extremely serious. This just feels like more fun. And I could see how that could be tied in a little bit to the adventure. Maybe some of you are ready, really ready to just, you know, move on, find someone new, or just, you know, have fun. Like, dating can be fun, you know, and just connecting more, you know, to others, or in the love department, you know, finally meeting somebody you can have a connection to, have fun with. Give me one moment. Something's trying to come through with the dating card. I just heard some of you will get to date your person. If it's been a bit rough with a particular person and you've been actually wanting something to kind of move further along, There will be that. This person may even become more romantic. But again, I just don't know. I don't have longevity with this energy. This feels like fun dating, but I can't give you like the step of approval that this is moving forward, like with marriage or anything like that. This just feels like dates. And while you will have fun, okay, you will have fun. I just don't know. You'll have to let it progress on your end and see how it, goes. Okay. I can't give you all the answers unless I pull more cards. So let's just see. Give me another card on pile 4 and, their prayer, what you want them to know about their prayers being answered. Destiny, luck, chance, and meant to be. Yeah, you're meeting somebody. You're meeting somebody. Not only that, I feel like here this person may come through in a very interesting way. With the Destiny card, I feel like it's yours. It's already written. There's nothing for you to do with this. So I don't know if you are praying for, again, love or something to happen with a particular person. With the Destiny card, this takes it down a notch for me. And I don't know how much you need to pray about this, because when you talk about destiny, it talks about it's already written. So you need to experience this person, maybe for longer, or this new person coming in, you need to experience them. And I feel like it will be fun. It's very interesting how they come about into your life. But maybe you praying for them will make it feel like it's destiny, because you're like, oh, wow, when you meet them, you're like, I've been praying for you. So maybe you will feel like it's actually destiny. Interesting. Let's get some more cards from this deck. What do we need to know? What does pile 4 need to know about their prayers finally being answered? Maybe this is a person you will become very obsessed with the devil. These two are smitten with each other. And it's a type of temptation love where, they could literally free themselves. If you look at the chains, okay? If you look at the chains, they're very loose. They could free themselves, but they keep them together. They keep themselves together because they're that infatuated and obsessed with each other. So this could be a love coming through, a new love or an old love. Now, I will say again, if it's the old love, you be careful what you wish for, because you will get it, okay? But how that ends up or pans out, you will have to allow that to unfold, okay? Let's see here. More. Give us more on what pile 4 needs to know about their prayers finally being answered. Childish behavior. If you've been wanting some sort of childish behavior to end, if you've been praying about that, I don't feel like this is you. I really don't. I mean, it could be. I'll give that, interpretation after. But for now, I feel like maybe some of you have been dealing with somebody who has been giving this childish behavior, and you just want to be free from it. You want to end. You want to run away. You don't want to be around them anymore. You will get your prayers answered with that. Now, if this is you, this could also be tying into what I said with some of you, just a few, maybe praying for something that is not good for you. And maybe but you're being childish about it and you're still asking for it, okay? So definitely 2 groups, but some of you definitely are dealing with somebody who is being very childish, and it could be this person. Maybe they turn around. Maybe they change. Maybe they all of a sudden become more mature, and then we can go on a date with them, or who knows who this person is. It will be tailored person to person. Give me more on what pile 4 needs to know about their prayers finally being answered. Road rage. I feel like here, again, there could be somebody you really want to get away from, who is, I feel like, causing a lot of anger, maybe they have issues, okay? Maybe they have issues. I feel like here, we are dealing with somebody we want to break free from, okay? Somebody who may have a temper with that devil card, who may be not the nicest. Could be that Queen of Swords. She can be mean, okay? Maybe you also, for some of you, this is going to be funny, are praying for your road rage to end, God, help me be calmer. Help me deal with, this BS in life that I have to deal with. Maybe you are also, for a few of you, praying for a temper of yours to subside or get better. Maybe you're praying for yourself, honestly, with this, okay? But I wonder here also too, this is so funny because maybe you actually pray for people on the road, when they do give you road rage. That would be funny. I would love for you to comment if that, you resonate with that. Maybe you see these people with the road rage and you're like, God, just, bring them happiness, maybe you're praying for others with this road rage. That would be so funny. But you could definitely be dealing with somebody in your life who has a temper on them that you just can't take anymore. And they're being childish as well too. It's just too much. Give me more. What does pile 4 need to know about their prayers finally being answered? Laughing behind your back. Okay, so we've got an enemy here. I think you're very aware of who this enemy is. They could be at work. They could be anywhere. And maybe you are praying with respect to them. I don't know if it's to wish them well or hope that they, get their act together, or literally looking for maybe some karma. Maybe you know who's exactly laughing behind your back. There's somebody maybe even untrustworthy in your life that you want clarity on, or you're asking God to show them. They will show themselves. You will get this. You will get this prayer answered. Especially, I feel like also I'm hearing it very clearly. If you're asking for, whoever you pray to show you your enemies, you will be seeing them very clearly. Very clearly. That may actually manifest. Maybe you're hoping to detoxify your environment and have whoever you pray to show you who the devil is in your life. That also could be coming through. But for some of you may know who they are. And these are your enemies. And maybe you're praying for them. Or maybe you're praying for them to get what they deserve. Interesting. Give me one more. Let's do one more for pile 4. What do they need to know about their prayers finally being answered? Intense shadow work. Okay. Some of you are going through an awakening or are about to. Or maybe you are literally asking to be, evolved or go through an evolution of the soul. Be careful again with this one, what you wish for. People tend to kind of glamorize this online. And if you don't feel like you resonate with those videos and you just hear all these positive things, which it can be in the end, you may ask for it. You may actually want to meet like your twin flame, or maybe you want to evolve, you want to become more spiritually connected. And by praying for that, you will be bestowed the beautiful energy of the dark night of the soul. I say that with laughter, but it's not fun. It's not pretty. But I feel like here you will be going through that. And maybe some of you are already going through that and you're praying to come out of it, like, please help me. I need help. I can't deal with this anymore. This intense shadow work is literally killing me. Maybe you're praying for that. Maybe you're also praying, another group, for other people around you to go through this, make them see clearly, wake them out of their stupor, who knows? But this, I really am with you. If you are involved in this right now, if you feel like you're going through intense shadow work and you're asking for help, I understand. I've been there. I still go through it from time to time. Those prayers will be answered. They will be finally answered. And just be patient with yourself. I know it's difficult for that, when you're going through it. It's not the easiest. And, the other thing that adds to it is that nobody will understand, right? So you can't even talk to people about it. So it's kind of sometimes lonely. But I feel like if you are praying, you will be relieved with this, okay? And if you want this in other people too, if you're praying about them getting their act together, you may get your prayers answered with that as well too. So pile 4, wow. Very intense, this pile, very intense. Let me know what you thought. I wish you all the best. Take care.